cognomen with one of his fellow assassins? Gonna need an answer.
Brutus.
Can you be more specific?
Junius Brutus.
Can you be more specific?
Gaius Junius Brutus.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. You needed Decimus Junius Brutus. Very close. Hey, when you're that close, it's good. So, your second bonus. After Antony's defeat, the Senate, in an attempt to curb Octavian's rising power, gave command of the Roman fleet to what man, a son of one of Julius Caesar's greatest rivals?
Can you please repeat?
After Antony's defeat, the Senate, in an attempt to curb Octavian's rising power, gave command of the Roman fleet to what man, a son of one of Julius Caesar's greatest rivals? And I need an answer.
Marcus Agrippa.
Sorry, it was Sextus Consul. 10 points for Tennessee on toss-up 4. Toss-up 5, all teams. According to Ovid, what god, who was notoriously harsh against people who denied his worship, turned the daughters of Minyas into bats?
B3.
Dionysus.
I'm sorry, that is not correct.
C1.
Bacchus.
That is correct for 10 points.
Oh.
Your first bonus, according to Ovid, what Lydian sailor who tried to defend Bacchus from his piratical crewmates was the only sailor on his ship to avoid dolphindom?
Oh, I don't know his name, but I know the story.
Yeah, I know the story. I don't know his name.
Should we guess Dolphinius Maximus?
Non-Dolphinius.
No.
Non-Dolphinus, final answer.
Coites is his name, but Coites. All right, so no points on top on bonus 1. Bonus 2, in his gratitude for being spared, Coites would later serve as messenger to what impious Theban king, who was a nephew of Semele and a cousin of Bacchus?
Could you repeat?
In his gratitude for being spared, Coites would later serve as messenger to what impious Theban king, who was a nephew of Semele and a cousin of Bacchus?
Oedipus, final answer.
I'm sorry, you're looking for Pentheus. So no points on bonus 2, 10 points total for California on toss-up 5. That should solve enough time for a score check.
All right, Team A, North Carolina, has yet to score. Team B, Tennessee, has 25. And Team C, California, has 35.
Make sure you have your cell phone silence.
And toss-up 6. Differentiate in meaning between the noun munus and the verb munio.
C2.
Munus is a muffin and Munio is to count.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. We're going to call time. Munus is a duty, a gift, and munio is to fortify or build a wall. Okay, no points on toss-up 6. Go to toss-up 7. Who defeated the Jutungi and the Alemanni in Italy before heading east and achieving a victory at Antioch in 271 AD on his way to capture Zenobia?
B2.
Aurelian.
Aurelian is correct. Your first bonus. Of what ancient queendom, roughly equivalent to modern-day Syria, was Zenobia the queen?
What? Syria. It's Palmyra, right? What is the name of the city? Palmyra.
Is it Pergamo? Could you repeat the question?
Of what ancient queendom, roughly equivalent to modern-day Syria, was Zenobia the queen? And I need an answer.
I defer to Ratio.
Palmyra? No, it's not.
Palmyra is not correct. It is Palmyra, or the Palmyrene Empire. It was close. Your second bonus, while serving as Magister Equitum for his predecessor Claudius Gothicus, Aurelian received what nickname for his harsh discipline, literally translating to a hand towards the sword?
It's like detail orbis.
Hand towards the sword. Makes sense.
No, I'm saying it's good. Detail.
Good answer, gentlemen.
I'm gonna defer to Rushiel.
Detail orbis.
You're looking for manus ad ferro. Nice try. No points on that bonus, so 10 points for Tennessee on toss-up 7. Let's go to toss-up 8. Give the present tense form of volo vale to complete this sentence. Hodie et Aurelia et Claudia.
C1.
Volant.
Can you spell what you said?
VOLANT.
That's what I heard. That is not correct.
B1.
Volunt.
Woland is correct. Nice try, very close. Your first bonus. Give the present tense form of volo vale to complete the sentence. How about this sentence? Marte, quid tu facere blank? Helps if I give you the sentence.
What? One.
Yeah. With.
Which is correct. All right, your second bonus. Give the present tense form of volo vale to complete this sentence. Dic mihi Marque, num tu hodie eos licitare blank.
Can you repeat?
Give the present tense form of volo vale to complete this sentence. Dic mihi Marque, num tu hodie eos licitare blank.
Yes.
Whether you know it's like it's indirect or
No, tenor. I present tense. Well,
I need an answer.
whis. Yeah, whis.
With.
Sorry, it's welless. Welless.
yeah, it's a jump.
Toss up 9, all teams. Who was so revered in Greece that several religions, sorry, let's try that again. Who was so revered in Greece that several regions claimed she was born there, each assigning her a different set of parents. Though all agree that she participated in the Caledonian boar hunt,
B3.
Atalanta.
Atalanta is correct for 10 points. Your first bonus. Whom did Atalanta marry after he defeated her through chicanery or deceit in a foot race?
Hippomenes with an N.
Okay.
Hippomenes.
Hippomenes is correct. Your second bonus. Name any 2 of the attested parents of Atalanta.
So Tuscan.
So what can I say? If I ask.
Yeah, yes.
Any two, you need another one.
Any.
Yes.
What should go together? It's actually
Good name answer.
Iasus and Olympidaea.
Can you say the last name louder?
Olympidaea.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You're looking for Iasus, or Clamini, or Scoinius, or Minalis. Lots of variant spells. So 15 points on toss-up 9. Takes us to toss-up 10. All 3 teams. Here we go. Dux hostam militi dedit. Ut inimicum interdicere. Quid omblique significat hostam?
C2.
Enemy?
Louder.
Enemy?
Enemy is not correct.
B1.
Steer.
Spirit is correct. Your first bonus. Libris in capsa positis. Dominus ex tabulino exit. Quid anglicae significat capsa?
It's Capsa.
Capsa. Familiar.
Can you repeat?
Yeah.
Can you repeat?
Libris in capsa positis. Dominus ex tabulino exit. Quid anglicae significat capsa? Need an answer.
Bookshelf.
Bookshelf.
Oh,
I-
no. No, that's what it means is a
Got it.
book, yeah. But I'll write down.
Yeah. They're not awarding points and we don't think you're likely to get it. It's a box for books, like a case that books go in. So you're on the right track, but I think you're not quite there. Your second bonus. Ignosce mihi pater, quia erat. Quid anglicae significat error?
I will get.
No.
Can you repeat?
Ignosce mihi pater, quia erat. Quid anglicae significat error?
2-1. No,
Yeah,
I.
yeah, it's a one.
What?
2-1. 2-1.
Team drinks.
To wander.
Wander is correct for 5 points. 15 points on toss-up 10 takes us to a score check.
Okay, Team A, North Carolina has yet to score. Team B, Tennessee has 80 points. Team C, California has 35.
All right, North Carolina have a trend in the second half here. You're going to score. It's the way it's been working. So get on the board here. Toss-up 11, all teams. What Roman king was said to have extended the pomerium and created the first census for
B4.
Servius Tullius.
That is correct. He created the first census before being assassinated by his daughter and son-in-law. Your first bonus. What prophetic sign had been seen when Servius
Fire.
Tullius
No,
was
this is fire. Fire.
signifying that he was destined to rule Rome?
Fire on his head.
Fire on his head.
Above his head.
Above his head. A flame was there.
Good thought. We're taking it. Your second bonus. According to Claudius, what was the original name of Servius Tullius?
Tina. Is it? What's like a common slave name? Grumio. I think it actually is.
Clemens.
Clemens is not correct. You're looking for Mastarna. Mastarna. So no points on that bonus. Total of 15 on cost 11. Let's go to cost 12. Translate just the participle in this sentence. Prima luce piratai navigatori sunt.
B1.
About to sail.
That's acceptable. Nicely done. Your first bonus. What are the tense and voice of the infinitive in this sentence? Quomodo scitus piratas non tactos esse.
Perfect. Can you please repeat the question?
The first part?
Yeah.
What are the tense and voice of the infinitive in this sentence?
Perfect. Passive.
That is correct. 5 points. Your second bonus. Translate the last 2 words of this sentence. Mox piratai capiendi sunt.
That's what must be. No.
Yeah.
Must be captured.
Must be captured. They
No, just say must be captured.
must be captured.
That is correct. Another 5 points. Total of 20 points on toss-up 12. Toss-up 13. All teams. To reach what city were all of the following necessary? The aid of Telephus, the permission of Artemis, and in some cases, ships borrowed from Agamemnon.
A1.
Troy? Troy is correct for 10 points, and you are on the board. Your first bonus. Whom did Agamemnon have to sacrifice so that Artemis would allow the winds to blow the Greeks to Troy?
Iphigenia.
second bonus. In order to continue their voyage, the Greeks were required to heal Telephus, who had been wounded by Achilles' spear. How did the Greeks heal Telephus' wound? Need an answer.
I don't know.
Okay. They scraped rust from the spear into his wound. Killed it.
That.
That is
It's
not
medicine.
proper
It's amazing.
medical procedure.
Please don't try this at home.
You'll get a staph infection.
Okay, toss up number 14. 11 benevolent elephants are truly unruly by the car's real rear wheel. Which adjective in that tongue twister is not derived from Latin?
C2,
Rear?
Sorry, that's not correct.
B2,
11.
11 is correct.
Nice.
And I just want to say thank you for not making me reread that. Your first bonus, give the Latin noun and its meaning from which the adjective real is ultimately derived.
Real. Or real.
R-E-A-L.
Race.
It's an adjective?
Could you repeat it?
Give the Latin noun and its meaning from which the adjective real is ultimately derived.
Race. King.
That is correct. 5 points on bonus 1. Go to bonus 2. Give the Latin verb and its meaning from which unruly is derived.
This is regular.
Regular rule. Regular to rule.
Regular to rule is correct. Another 5 points. Total of 20 points on toss-up 14. Let's go to toss-up 15. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice. Then answer the questions that follow in English. Illi homines, qui cupiunt cetera fera animalia superare, sumis opibus uti debent, ne vitam silentio vivant velut bestiae. Nam natura alia animalia fecit inferiora atque ventri serientia. Sed nostra tota vis in animo et corpora cita est. Sequum non solum animi imperium sicut Dei, sed etiam corporis servitium sicut bestiae. Illi homines, qui cupium cetera fera animalia superare, sumis opibus uti debent, ne vitam silentio vivant velut bestiae. Nam natura alia animalia fecit inferiora atque ventri serientia, sed nostra tota vis in animo et corpora cita est. Sequamur non solum animi imperium sicut Dei, sed etiam corporis servitium sicut bestiae. Your question. According to the passage, what is one of the two places that are the source of mankind's power?
B2,
Mind and body, and animo et corpore.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Your first bonus. According to the passage, how has nature made other animals different from humans?
Repeat or with natura.
Yes. Can we repeat the sentence starting with the sentence with natura in it?
Nam natura alia animalia fecit inferiora atque ventri serientia.
Inferior.
Worse. Worse.
Worse.
Worse. I'm not going to take that. We're writing it down. We'll see what everyone else
They
is.
said worse.
Worse.
Okay.
Right? I heard that correctly. Worse. Yeah. You're looking for lesser, lower. Translates for gullets, stomachs, bellies.
Oh.
So no points right now on bonus one. We'll see, maybe a change in the ring later. Your second bonus, why ought humans use the greatest resources?
Can you repeat the part with OP boost? Quick.
Yeah. That's the first sentence. Illi homines qui cupiunt cetera fera anomalia superare, sumis opibus cuti debent, ne vitam silentio vivant velut bestia. And he
To
changes.
overcome the other animals.
To overcome the other animals.
To overcome the other animals. We're writing it down. There's no points on bonus two. Things may change, it happens. But I would not expect it. It's always better that way, it's a nice gift. Alright, so total of 10 points on plus up 15.
So what was the answer? What would have been the answer?
So that they do not live like beasts. And that takes us to our score check.
All right, Team A, North Carolina has 15 points. Team B, Tennessee has 145, and Team C, California has 35.
Please be seated quickly. Make sure that your cell phones are off.
Plus up 16. What Latin noun, the opposite of the noun meaning business, literally means wheat?
A1.
Odium.
Odium is correct, A1. Your first bonus. What Latin indeclinable noun, the opposite of the noun meaning wickedness, crime, or impious deed, means right or divine law?
Books.
Looking for Foss. Foss. No points on bonus one. Your second bonus, what Latin noun, when negated similarly to negotium and nephos, produces the noun nemo, meaning no one?
How could you repeat?
What Latin noun, when negated similarly to negotium and nephos, produces the noun nemo, meaning no one? Give me your answer.
Aliquid?
Aliquid is not correct. So just like you take ne and O2 to get negotium, ne and phos to get nephos, you're taking ne and homo to get nemo. No man is no. So you learned something today. No points on bonus 2. 10 points on toss up 16. That takes us to toss up 17. All teams. What was built to establish a boundary between Caledonia?
B1.
The Hadrian's Wall.
I can accept that. The boundary between Caledonia and Roman Britannia by a Roman emperor in the 2nd century AD. So Hadrian's Wall, and that means
Oh. So
you have
Visual.
the visual question.
Oh, sure.
You guys?
It's
you. Sorry, I wasn't quite sure. Sorry. There you go.
Ah, there we go. There's my video.
You now have 5 seconds to examine the visual. Your first bonus, Eboracum, a Roman city identified with the modern city of York, was a city quite close to Hadrian's Wall. Which city on the map denotes Eboracum?
A.
A is correct, 5 points.
Oh.
Your second bonus, identify any of the other cities on the map by letter and Latin name.
Bristol.
Easy one. Easy one. E. Londonium.
E. Londonium.
I heard Londonium.
You heard Londonium?
I heard
Alright then.
Oh, something.
Okay.
So,
My bad.
I'm not gonna award bonuses at this point. That one may well come back to you. We will see what people say, but I heard Londonium. That is what you said. That is what you heard.
Okay. That's done.
Alright, so at this point, no points on bonus 2. That's a total of 15 points on toss-up 16. Alright, Tennessee.
17.
Wrong team?
No, just on 17.
On 17, sorry. It's getting hard to read this. You can quickly look to see if you have signatures on the back.
Do we
But
get one?
you do not. Sorry. It's a special prize we're doing, all this, so you wanna go ahead and
But you get to keep them in.
those are yours.
Yeah. I love a big written question. Great reward.
Alright, toss up 18, all teams. At what sort of institution would you be if you and members of your familia took directions from a lanista?
B1.
Coliseum?
That is incorrect.
C2.
Forum?
Sorry.
Forum?
Form is also incorrect. And also, I'll finish the question for the other team. At what sort of institution would you be if you and members of your familia took directions from a lanista as you fought each other with rudes in preparation for the ludi?
A1.
Gladiatorial training event?
I will take that.
Is it gonna be
Is what? Well. Okay. Is that what it said, Coliseum?
The first answer was Coliseum.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to recognize if I thought there was a
No,
chance.
that ain't
Got it.
it.
Fantastic. Your first bonus. What was a rudes, which was gifted to retiring gladiators as a symbol of their freedom?
a dagger?
It's a wooden sword. So you're on the right track. You're thinking the right thing, but it's a wooden sword. It's more symbolic.
Practice.
Your second bonus. In contrast to publicly funded ludi, what was the term for games bankrolled by private citizens, often to gain popular favor?
Entertainment.
You're looking for Munus or Rumor. So no points there. Total of 10 points on toss-up 18 for North Carolina. Toss-up 19, all teams. I am guessing some of you have watched The Masked Singer. Say in Latin, you all love the Queen of Hearts.
B1.
Mavistis Reginam Chorus.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
C1.
Malvitis Regina Cordy.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Repeat the question. I'm guessing some of you have watched The Masked Singer. Say in Latin, you all love the Queen of Hearts.
A1.
Alois Reginam Corey.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. You're looking for Amawistis Regina Horde.
Oh, Queen Hearts. Yeah,
Hey,
not hearts.
Hearts.
These are coordinates.
So, fantastic attempt by all of you, but no points on toss-up 19. That takes us to a score check.
Okay, Team A, North Carolina has 35. Team B, Tennessee has 160. Team C, California has 35.
That's not
Quickly. Either in or out, but quick.
Please have a seat, make sure your cell phone is off.
Last question.
Last question, here we go, toss-up 20. For which of his labors was Heracles crossing the Libyan desert?
C1.
4.
So that's incorrect. For which of his labors was Heracles crossing the Libyan desert when he grew so frustrated at the heat that he threatened the sun? Rather than being punished for his...
A1.
The slaying of Geryon.
The slaying of Geryon, that's what I heard?
Yes.
I'm gonna say no.
B3.
The stealing of Gerion's cattle.
I'm going to say yes to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should nonetheless, on the off chance that that is taken,
Have that
give
right.
bonuses to both and we'll write them down. Okay, like, we'll get some paper.
I've got paper here if you need it.
This was the A and B team, that's the win. Okay.
So the answer to the rule, of course, stealing Geryon's cattle. There is a possibility that the
Just gonna
ordinance
write
of slaying Geryon may get taken, as we discussed around.
Sorry, you get
So
two.
we're gonna ask
So
both
one
teams
bonus one
to
bonus
write
two.
their answer to the bonus, so that we don't have to redo this and keep things moving.
What was the point?
I don't think I have a writing utensil.
You got nothing to write with?
No.
We can take care of it.
Thank you. You got it. They're good.
Thank you all for sharing. Alright.
So he'll read the question, you guys can talk amongst yourselves and as quietly as you probably can, and then write down your answer, I'll time it, and then I'll have a look at it and collect it, and we'll deal. Put your team name on your sheet.
Like Team B or Tennessee?
Tennessee. Thank you.
Alright. Bonus one for both of our two teams. Describe the unusual appearance of Geryon's watchdog, Orthus, as Apollodorus describes.
Time?
Okay.
Okay. So, this is no. That's yes.
Okay, so Team A would not get these points. Team B would get these points. The answer was he had two heads. At your second bonus, Heracles used his famous club to kill both Orthus and Geryon's herdsman Eurytion. But what weapon did he use to kill Geryon as Geryon pursued him?
Okay. Okay. Both.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. both teams would get the bonus for the second bonus. So at this point, Team B, who is Tennessee, is being awarded 20 points.
They would be, they're getting nothing right now. I don't mean to be.
So we're not giving anyone anything.
No, we're not giving anyone anything.
Okay.
So put it down, but put it in like
Double.
parentheses.
Okay.
And don't give it in the final score.
Got it.
And the other is 15, is that right?
So A would get 15 if they're awarded this, and B would get 20 if they were
Right.
Right now, we're not including.
If as we had adjudicated it to begin with, then Tennessee would get it. That's our game.
So 5 points.
So as of right now, Team A, North Carolina, 35, Team B, Tennessee, 160, Team C, California, 35.
Sorry, good game. Good game, guys. Good game. You guys
Good job.
It will be close. Good job. We'll see. It totally depends on how